Hello, all of you wonderful creative people here on YouTube. My name is Rio, and I welcome you to my artsy corner. Welcome back to part 4 of my coloring book collection series. Today we're looking deeper into my hardcover book collection and more. So today we're actually going to start with a few books that I know I'm going to put up for sale because, well, I don't know, I really do not feel drawn to them as much as I thought I would when I got them. But I mean, it doesn't mean they're bad books. Again, they're just not really for me. So first would probably be this book here, the Colortronic one. Although this one I think I am going to keep, mainly because I did quite a few images in here already. I'm probably selling it. It would make no sense. It's very bold, very easy to color. It's color by number. Well, I mean, haven't done much, to be honest. Have the owl, the rose, both of which were done by my friend actually. And then we have these 3 images here. I think I am going to give it away. I already have a lot of color by number books anyway, and like I said, it's been a couple of years and I really do not feel drawn to this book all that much. Second one is a magical coloring book. It's a Harry Potter coloring book. As much as I love Harry Potter, I've only colored in this book once. It's a gorgeous book. There are a lot of books in this series based on Harry Potter. I think they come in different faculties, on different topics, like people, magical creatures, well, you know, the whole shebang. And this book is sort of a compilation of all of them. Yeah, I only colored this one image in this book. There you go. The Shrieker. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, so probably this one's gonna have to go, sadly. And I think once you see this next book, you're going to think I'm crazy. But I am going to be giving this book away. That's the only shed book that I haven't shown you on the last episode, simply because it was living on a different shelf. Anyway, it's a beautiful, high quality book for a Disney lover. It's gonna be a thrill. And as much as I love stained glass, I don't know. In all those years that I have this book in my possession, I haven't touched it once. Even though I know that once colored, all of these images will look gorgeous. But it's really not for me. So I think I am going to try and sell this book as well. So there you have it. Now we're going to move on to this posh glitter book, which is literally what it is. It's a book with glittery pages in it. Some parts in these pages have glitter on it, which makes your coloring media perform totally differently once you color on them. Believe it or not, this yellow and this darker yellow is one and the same marker. But on glitter, it came out a lot lighter. So yeah, since it was a mandala, I did not shade it. However, it's Shutterstock, but still, it doesn't make this book any less beautiful. However, I did shade this one. Again, this blue and this blue are the same marker. See how different it looks once you use it on glitter. So yeah, this one is definitely a keeper. Then we have two coloring books that I have. First one of them being the Prima Marketing coloring book. Now they are called Art Philosophy, I think. But yeah, it's the brand that releases their watercolors. They've also made other art supplies, I believe, and they have one more coloring book, watercolor coloring book, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, getting my hands on this one was also not as easy. I think I had to ship it from the US. It's a portrait book mainly. Flowers. Ooh. You can also make your marks as well. Nice. Paper feels nice. Nice textured thick paper. And then we have the In the Forest book by Dana Fox, which is a tutorial book for a beginner like me. So yeah, in the beginning she talks about colors, the media, all the different stuff you need to color, and you have your sketch on the left and all the information you need to color this sketch on the right, and the example, of course. So yeah, in this book she worked through 4 different techniques that will help you learn how to watercolor. I was thinking about getting to this book this year, but I took on Emma's challenge last month, which was more than enough. Now that I know my watercolor is better, I can actually do it. Blowings. Yeah, it's a cute book. There are more books in the series. I think there's a oceanic one. Then, I don't know, I think there are more, but yeah. This one book is more than enough. It will take me a while to color it. Next, we have The Flash Coloring in the Tattoo Style. It's by Chris Garver. Yeah. I love his art style. Very interesting shading. So yeah, this is a book based on the tattoos that he's created. So there you have it. Very nice images, actually. Very bold lines, which I like. Not too crazily detailed. Oh, lovely. I've done a mermaid. It does look nothing like the original style, but that was not my aim. There you go. The paper is gorgeous. A keeper. And then I have 3 books by Masha Vandenberg. I have unpacked them on this channel. It was a very anticipated haul, very anticipated purchase. I really enjoyed messaging back and forth with her. I told all the story about how I bought these books on that video. Amazing art. I wish I had colored in them more, but I will because it's gorgeous. It takes pencils really nicely. Then we have her mandala book, volume 2. Very lovely mandalas. I love mandalas. Oh, what was that? Ah, that was a gift. One of the gifts. There were more, I think. There were some pages from her fairy tales book, also some small ornaments for me to color that I can hang on my tree, which I'm thinking about doing this year. And last but not least, Marja's coloring book. And I have a page colored in this one. This was the book I wanted the most out of all of the books she has. Because it's a bit less detailed. Yeah, I did this page here. Oh, and we have a note from the author herself. Makes me appreciate the book even more. And there you have it. Now we shall move on to my hardcover books. So first of them is The Twilight Garden, the only book by Maria Trolle that I have. I had her Botanicum as well, but I don't anymore. These are the 2 pages I've done in here. I basted this one with Neocolor too, and I love the way it came out. This one as well, I think, actually. Yeah, first time I ever tried Neocolor 2s. This is my favorite book by her. And of course I did the sunflowers. Just like 90 other % of colorists in this world. Everyone seems to love this page. No wonder, it's a gorgeous book. A definite keeper. So, the rest of this video pretty much is going to be my collection of Hannah Carlson's books. Because I love her work, I love her art, I love her books. So I'm going to start with her kids books that I have. The first one being the party book that I've almost finished actually. I have these 2 pages left and this spread that I'm working on right now. And that's it. I will be done. Can't wait for that to happen. Then I can move on to the space book. And the paper in this book is different than the one in the party book. It's more like a paper in her regular books, actually. Which I'm not complaining about. I really wish she could release the rest of her kids series in this format as well, because I mean, not all of us live in Sweden and not all of us have those restaurants that give these books away with a kids meal, you know, and yeah. Anyway, hint, hint, wink, wink. So, first and foremost, there's the Daydreams one. At first, I was debating whether I need this book or not. And I just started off with my coloring journey. But since I fell in love with her work, I decided I'm going to collect all of them, no matter what. to support her, to express my love for her art. She's hands down my favorite author of all, I'm not gonna lie. So any book that she releases is going to be a must buy for me. I already have her Halloween book on pre-order because I'm a fan. Summer Nights. Summer Nights, I believe, was one of the first books of hers that I bought. This birdie here. Played with inks a little on this page. Nothing soaked through, actually. Awesome. There you go. Very lovely book. Then I did this one. Tried using masking fluid on the flowers. Again, nothing soaked through, even though I used ink and splattered shiny paint all over it. Yeah, this is the next page I'm gonna be doing probably. Oh, and I did this one. Zippy. It was quick and easy coloring, but I enjoyed every moment of it. Then we have Magical Dawn. Don't mind my puppy in the background. She has just discovered her new cooling pad that I got for her. She's still trying to figure it out. There you go. I don't think I have anything colored in this one. No, I don't. I have some pages marked. Anything in the front? No. Okay, still clean. Then we have Seasons. I have colored in this one, I'm sure of it. Have this one marked. Yeah. We tried Arctic's pencils on my channel. On this page again, it was the background was done with ink and nothing soaked through. Very nice paper. Well, it was a cheap ink. It's actually made for fingerprints, if anything. Okay. Next we have Spirit Animals. Love this book. The Scorpio. When I colored this image, I had this funky looking hair actually. Semi-blonde, semi-blue, semi-something. Yeah, on this one I used Distress inks, and these have soaken through just ever so slightly. So yeah, maybe because they're a lot more pigmented, that is why. I have quite a few pages marked in these books. I really should do them sometime soon. Nothing on the front? No. I usually do the title page. Okay, jewelry box. Again, wasn't my first choice, but since I started collecting her books, of course I got it. And to be honest, I don't regret it at all. Because it's a beautiful book. And there you go. Now, we have come to this. The Grains of Gold. I know it's a compilation book, but it has 11 new images at the beginning of the book. And actually, this was the reason I bought this book. Those 11 new images in the front. However, is this a reason enough to keep the book though? Since the rest of the images I already have in other books. So, as much of a fan that I am, I think this one's gonna have to go. Because I really am not going to color the same image twice. It doesn't work for me at all. Now we come to her second series of books. The Tales of Midnight Masquerade. Still uncolored. However, doesn't mean that it's not appreciated. These books are slightly smaller than her first series, just a smidge. There you go. You can tell, and I think, yeah, you don't have as many images in them also. Next, Tales from Forest Kingdom. I have some pages done in this one. I love the woodland theme. So this image here, lovely fairy. Again, I played with distress inks. I really love the way they activate with water. I love the splatter effect. Yeah, again, you can see the ghosting on the back. So yeah, it's not as bad. And then I have this lovely guy here. And a bottle of fairy dust. This was a whip for a while. I finished it off last year, I think. Or no. No, 2023. Oh! The background is glittery from the gel pen. They colored the front, the title page. No. Gonna have to rectify that. Then we have the Witch's Cottage. People's favorite. Yeah. Colored the title page. The nameplate page. I felt inspired. And I have a couple more images colored in here. This lovely witch. Still smells like hairspray because that's how I sealed it. Oh, again, I used hairspray on this one as well because I used pastels on the background, but apparently I've sprayed too much, so the reddish pencils soaked through. Oh, I'm gonna have to think of something to cover it up. Have I colored anything more? Nope. Not really. Okay. City Among the Stars. On the front, I think. No. I have only one image colored in here. There you go. Again, I loved using distressed inks on the background. They have split in a very interesting way. The ink is sort of vintage brown looking, and the splatters are bluish purplish, kind of. Very interesting. Yeah, it's soaked through slightly, very slightly, because I used quite a lot of water. So yeah, from that I can say that the more pigmented the media are, they have the tendency to soak through. I mean, inks and paints. So this paper is not bleed through, sadly. And last but not least on the series, we have the Tales from Atlantis that I bought last year. Actually, I kind of guessed the theme of this book when I got her City Among the Stars one. I thought to myself, well, probably she's gonna do the ocean themed one next, and boom, there you have it. I guessed it right. Gorgeous imagery. Even though ocean and underwater theme is not my cup of tea, but it's Hannah Carlton. Okay, so the last book I'm going to show you in this video is her Merry Christmas book, or God Jul. So this is the first book from her new series. I think she's going to base them on holidays. Well, at least that's how it looks, because the second one that's gonna come out is the Halloween book. Anywho, I decided I'm going to get this series of books in Swedish edition. Why? Because I had to climb mountains and swim rivers to get this book, believe it or not. And I wanted so much to get it for Christmas, but it was sold out everywhere immediately. So I even bookmarked this book and subscribed to the newsletter to know when it's gonna be back in stock. And as soon as it did, I got it. Cause the English edition just came out this year. I think around spring or in summer even. I didn't want to wait that long because I wanted to do the Christmas in July thing, you know. Of course I missed it because I was too busy watercoloring anyway. So since I got this Swedish edition of this book, I figured, well, I'm going to collect the Swedish edition books in the series from now on. And I want to compare the paper. Well, from what I can tell, it is slightly wider than the English ones. And I keep on hearing people say that Swedish edition paper is gorgeous. You can take anything. And I want to see for myself if that is true or not. So I have the Halloween book on pre-order, as I've mentioned already. So as soon as it's out, hopefully, yeah, this is the image I wanted to color in July. I'm gonna do it for Christmas. So hopefully once it is released, I'm gonna get it. Should be somewhere around September, I think. Oh, I'm such a doofus. I absolutely forgot about this tiny little bug here. Talk about Christmas. It's her postcard coloring book, printed on super thick paper. And I've done 3 pages in it. It is falling apart though. There's my lovely, beautiful squirrel. And then we have my very first page in this book. And this beautiful reindeer. Yeah, I'm trying to do 1 page a year in here. Oh, this book has the bird. What pretty. Anyway, hopefully I'm going to finish it sometime soon. Oh, Jesus Christ. So that is that for the 4th part of my coloring book collection. Thank you so much for staying, for watching, for coming with me on this partially decluttering journey. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and you're gonna come back for part 5. I think we have 1 more part left, which should be Amazon books. I think I'm going to squeeze the last remaining few books that I have on the 6th shelf in it as well, because, I mean, why not? I think after I do the decluttering on part 5, they're gonna fit in 1 shelf anyway. So, till next time I will see you on this channel. I hope you'll stay creative, you'll stay artsy, and have fun in every single step you take. You know the mantra. So, till next time then, thanks for watching.